Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, text number 39. Yesha te abhihida sangye buddhir yoge tu imam shruno buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyashi. Yesha te abhihida sangye. Till now, I have explained the meaning of Sankhya, which differentiates the body and the soul, Jada Shakti and Jiva Shakti. Jiva Shakti is a conscious being, Jada Shakti is a inert matter. We have a table, chair, so many things are here and there. But it won't move until a person, conscious being, push it or start the car, start the train or bus, aircraft, anything. All these machines are Jada Shakti. And Jiva Shakti is the conscious being, personality, a person, individual person. So he operates everything. So all the Jada Shakti moves, functions. And the example is the body itself. The body is a Jada Shakti. When the soul enters, then the body develops, grows. We can see once upon a time we were small child, before that infant, then toddler, then boy, then pre-youth, then youth, then fully youth, then pre-old age, then old, then dwindle and vanishes. That is the stages. In all these stages, the soul remains the same. He never thinks he got old. Sometimes, for reference purpose, he would actually say that he is old, but internally, he is always young because the soul is young. They go and do some certain adventure activities, even though they are very old, and get into trouble with their body. So, in this way, the soul always remains or feels young. Krishna explained this, the difference between the body and soul. Arjuna did not get convinced. Therefore, he actually says, Buddhir yoge tu imam shuno. Since you haven't heard, you are sitting like a bench or table or chair. I explain all these things so long and didn't make any sense to you. Now I am taking it to a different level to explain and convince you. Buddhir yogetu imam shunu. Now you hear about the Buddhi Yoga, Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga. There is Karma Yoga and there is Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness, which is called Bhakti Yoga, also called Buddhi Yoga. So, without desiring the results of your own action, you can be free from the bondage of karma if you don't desire the results. As soon as you desire result, you are considered to be a polluted person, especially in Krishna consciousness. Desiring, I need this, then only I will do this. Krishna will never give us. If I demand in advance, without even exhibiting your ability and actions. So Buddhi Yoga is like that. You are working without desiring anything. So Krishna says, Buddha Yukto Yaya Partha. This is what the firm determination of Buddhi Yoga. You need to understand. Karma bandham prahasyashi. By doing that, you will be free from the entanglement of karma. In other words, this material world is full of karmic reactions. We are so sinful, therefore, we are in the material body. We are not understanding this, still trying to sneak in and trying to be comfortable in this miserable situation. A worm in the stool, a earthworm, and or any kinds of reptiles or dirty beings, right? In a dirty situation, they are all pure. The souls are pure in those bodies, but because they are attached to the body, even that filthiest situation, they don't want to die. They want to save themselves. They try to defend themselves. If you try to touch them, or try to, you know, replace them somewhere, they think they are going to die. Even the dove, you see, the birds, most of the major cities, there are millions of doves come there. You just to throw them grains, but while eating time, they actually look here and there. Anybody is coming to catch me. That is the thing. So we are sinful. That is the fact. Therefore, we have this material body which gives us repeated birth and death again and again. The body is dying, body is taking birth. So we can come to a conclusion by taking up the pure devotion service to the Lord. That is what Krishna is going to actually talk henceforward. Because if you are instructed to follow a certain guidelines, you won't be able to, if you are unable to understand that guideline, the instructor has to do the same thing from a different angle. Then he has to give a different angle of vision, but ultimately to make you to do that job. It is a question of conviction here. So because we are so much attached, he was sitting like a brick on the chariot. Now Krishna is actually telling, now I'm going to instruct you something else, so that you can work and desire nothing in return, and you will be still free from all implication or sinful reactions of this particular action of killing, right? So we are more often, which I explained, is attached to, and we think that we can save these people. He thinks that he can save these people by not fighting them, right? Fighting against them or try to kill them. But by doing so, he's not going to protect them. Krishna already decided. If Krishna doesn't give you protection, nobody can give you protection. If Krishna gives you protection, no one can actually harm you. It is not the doctor is going to save you when you are sick. It is the medicine. In the medicine, God's presence is actually there. It is Vishnu who actually makes you alive, not the doctor or the medicine. It is the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Shastra says, Rake Krishna Mare Ke, Mare Krishna Rake Ke. If Lord wants to kill you, no one can save you from the death. If Lord wants to protect you, no one can kill you. So ultimately, the Supreme Lord is the person who protects you. In this regard, in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there was a story. I think it's the 7th canto. Hiranyakashipu, after Hiranyaksha was assassinated, he tells the story to, to his mother and other relatives. Mother is Didi. So from that story, there is another story, which is a story told by Yamaraj. He said there was a family, bird's family, where children, mother, father, they both go early morning, get some food for the babies, and come and push it in their mouth. So this was the routine going on. At that time, there was a hunter came in there. When the parents were absent, the hunter put his net. And these guys, the birds, the little birds were very innocent. Parents were gone for the food. And this hunter actually spread net and put some food there. So they thought with our energy, we can just try to get this food. And the hunter caught them in the net. When the parents came, they saw our children are trapped in that net. Mother could not even bear that separation. She immediately flew to save her children and she was caught as well. And thereafter, the male bird was watching and he was wise, buddhi yogam. He was having some special intelligence. He thought, if I actually fly and try to save my family, I will be also trapped. Therefore, let me go away and take a renunciation, sannyas, and preach about God. Because if I go there, I will be in trouble. So that is the intelligence. This is exactly our spiritual master tells this story. So this should be the mood of the male members and also female members. And certain age after, they should exclusively engaged in devotional service to Krishna. Instead of going here, there, and trying to utilize the leftover energy in making some money and manipulating something to get money for nothing. The death is coming. So that should be the mood. More and more entangled in the material network by expanding their um, ideas instead of using that idea in Krishna service. I have seen so many people, they're old, invalid, but still their greed for making money hasn't stopped. They go from one place to another place to another place to another and trying to participate in different meetings and conversations and uh, giving big scientific lectures on solar system and right astrology and physics and chemistry and food and health and all these things and continue to do have no idea how can I actually get rid of this impending death which is behind me as a shadow, right? Just like a front tire pulls the car, the back tire has to follow. Like that, when we do the actions, the reactions have to be there, and it is following us. So Lord is actually giving a different idea to change his mind. This is what all about Bhagavad Gita. The Lord is actually guiding the humanity to come to the right service, which does not entangle them, which does not implicate them in the reactions of their own karma. But futile brain is so much conscious about the bodily requirements, we cannot, unfortunately, accept that, or we are not taking it. So from next ones, from next verse onwards, is going to be Buddhi Yoga explanation. How Lord is actually telling beautiful services rendered to him without desiring the results. One will one would be liberated from these clutches of illusory manifestation of this material world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.